that feel today?
Feels good, obviously, but it's about the players. The players have done great today. We've asked them to do something that they've not been asked to do this season. They've kept the shape. They've been hard to beat. And for myself, back being in that technical area, you wish your life away again, don't you? It's the only job that you wish your life away.
But look, watching your side today, you said at the beginning it wasn't actually about the result today. It's about playing with freedom, shackles off. Do you feel you saw that?
Of course, it's about the result.
I was going to pull you on that anyway.
I think I was trying to convince myself, you know. But you know, yeah, I'm just trying to take a little bit off the players, you know. And there's elements of today where we give a lot of possession away, a lot of ground away. There's elements even when they were down to 10 men that we still they opened us up a little bit too easy. But we had a structure behind the football that we've not had, I don't think. Now, that's not down to me. That's down to the players taking on board what you're asking them to do.
Is there a little bit of luck involved in today's game? Do you think the defining moment came with the red card?
Oh, of course, it always does in these games, in games when the goalkeeper gets sent off. But, I mean, I'm not understanding the laws here. I'm being told if they let it go in, they keep 11 men on the pitch.
I think it's a double jeopardy rules.
Yeah,
I'm not with you on it, so yeah.
But to be fair to Aidan, he's been brave. It's not for me to say about their goalkeeper. Has he been a little bit lazy?
Well, you're glad that he's lazy because he got sent off and it was a defining moment, no?
Exactly. You know, we probably deserve a little bit of luck. Is that luck? It's far easier to play against 10 men if you do the things right than it is against 11.
Tell you what, there was nothing lucky about that free kick from Chris Maguire. Wow.
Yeah, but Chris is a good player. You know, you both know Chris.
Yeah.
We're pleased to have him. But is Chrissy the same player that we had when I was at Sunderland with him? And no, he's not. He's probably 60%. But sometimes that little bit of difference is what you need in this league. You know?
Rich, you know you won today, yeah? I just want to throw this out. You won. You won well. I'm finding out.
Listen, when you do this job, don't get carried away because there's always another kick up the backside around the corner.
And that's when you take these moments. But talking about listen, Maguire's free kick. It was we did talk on it because listen, and when you talk about luck, not having a goalie on the bench, and they got to put a striker in goal. And listen, to be fair, even if the other goalie was in there, I don't think he saves that. And listen, I guess that's the quality that you're looking for. And it was the starting block that you went on and won the game.
I mean, it's like the set piece for the second goal.
Yeah.
That is Chris Maguire.
Yeah.
You know, we'd love to have had Chris Maguire when he was 27, 28, but we wouldn't have had him. Yeah. And we were able, you know, I've kept in touch with Chris over the years, and we were able to get him down here. Fortunately, there weren't many takers for him at the time, so we got him here, and you know he's liked by us, he's liked by the chairman, and I think that was one of the contributing factors as to why he decided to come down. It's a long way from home. He lives in Aberdeen. It's a long way from home, so you know we're fortunate to have Chris, but we're also fortunate to have Quigley, and we're also fortunate to have Solomon, George Langston. We're fortunate to have the players that we've got, but they need to start playing better, and they need to start understanding that just going on the football pitch isn't about just that. You have to run around on the football pitch. You have to play. You have to play with energy, and you have to play with enthusiasm. And it's not a problem if you make a mistake. It's how you recover from that mistake in that phase of play is more important than the mistake for me.
Yeah.
Well, you must be over the moon with Boldman today. You know,
Enzio's great, isn't he? He's I'm not sure what position. I don't think either of us or any of us are sure what his actual position is. You know, he can play on the right hand side, and he does well. He's finished on the left wing back. But he's a threat when he's playing up front, and he's a threat because he has that threat in behind.
You can see it was a mix. So I just wanted that you can see in his header. You can see how strong he is. You know, he gave the Akinfenwa arm and nodded it.
The thing is, he's an actual winger as well, isn't he? That wins headers. I mean, that's There's not many
That's
of them
rare.
about,
That's
is there?
rare.
And listen, today obviously he's shown the goal scoring touch. Could him and Quigley be the partnership that you look for, more long term?
Don't put me there. Don't put me there, Aaron. Don't
Put
put
him on
me
the spot.
But listen,
But we got Paul McCallum that's
Well, I was going to ask, where are we at with Paul McCallum? How long till he returns?
well, if we carry on as we are doing, about 6 weeks.
He's not watching that. He's like, Paul, our strikers were sensitive. Don't do that.
I've worked with Paul before. I signed him here when I was here previously, so Paul knows exactly what I'm like.
Yeah.
Look, you spoke to Jeff during the game, and you actually spoke about the nerves. You weren't used to being in front at this.
I think the players, they weren't used to being in front. And again, these guys will tell you from their experience, when you've got a team that are not used to being in front, and then all of a sudden you come in at half time and they're 1-0 up, it's like, what do I do now?
I was used to being in front. Bayo wasn't.
I like the last minute winners. It's better that way. It makes it more fun.
Of course it does, but when you're like, you've seen teams who like will concede a goal and go back to a draw, and the players are all comfy again because they're not used to being in front.
Yeah.
The players don't want to be the one that makes that mistake that leads to the equaliser or to the goal or to the defeat. And I'm saying, relax, you're winning the game of football. If they've been used to winning the game of football, they'd be sitting in there in the dressing room half time going, what's that going to lose?
Would that be one of the proudest things that you take away, that you had an hour with the boys and you try to take the pressure off, and then come in here that they was able to handle the pressure and see out the game? Is that something that you're looking at and thinking, yeah, you know what, it's a nice starting block?
It is, but you always have to have a base.
Yeah.
You always have to have a base when you haven't got the football. And I'm a believer that also, you also have to have a base when you haven't got the football, that when you win the ball back, you've got a good basis for attack.
Yeah.
I don't think that sometimes we get all straggly and you end up winning the ball back. You've got no basis to go then and mount an attack from where you are in the pitch. And would I love to have seen us to go and press their back three higher up the pitch? Yeah, but I didn't want to get done in behind that midfield in them little pockets. That, to me, was more important to stop the middle of the pitch in them pockets. And by doing that, because you can't always have your own way, you have to give ground on the outside of the pitch.
Yeah.
The problem you have with football, the opposition are trying to beat you, and you can only put 11 men on the pitch like they can. So you can't have everything your own way, and it's how you react when you haven't got your own way. And all I said to the lads yesterday was, stop the middle of the pitch. I watched Aldershot Saturday, and I thought the best part of their team was their forwards.
Oh,
So for me, we had to stop the ball getting in to the sitter in there to stop the runners going beyond. And that's why we played so tight, so narrow at times, to stop that. And if we have to give ground on the outside, we'll give ground on the outside. Then we'll work on stopping it.
Well, Richard, what is the process from today? Is it a day-by-day thing? You've got 7 days until the next game to keep working on the plans and the foundations that you want to implement. What's the plan?
The plan is I'm going home to have a Guinness.
You deserve one. I'm
ain't
sure you
nothing wrong
deserve
with
one.
that. Ain't nothing wrong with
Some
that.
of the best decisions are made on Guinnesses, I heard.
But we've got an issue now. Ludwig.
Yeah.
We've had to finish the game without a recognised central defender, so that was why I went to 3. Solomon, I think, as his proof, could do that. The information to Solomon was edit and kick it. Don't be pretty. Edit and kick it. And he did that, and he did great. Yeah, you can rely on Solomon. Would I want to put him in there next game? No, I think we need a recognised one there. So we need to get on the phone, and I'm sure there's agents listening to this who'll probably be texting me now.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to let you go get your Guinness. Go answer the phone that is bound to be ringing right now, but well done for today. Thank you for talking to us. Thank you. Really
Cheers,
appreciate
guys.
it.
Thank you. See you again, Travis. Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you.
Brilliant day for Eastleigh. 3-0 winners against Aldershot.